As Mainers continue to clear away snow from the third storm in less than a week, we're now dealing with a lot of snow melt during the day and then refreezing at night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Amanda Hill.
And I'm Brian Yacono. Road crews make sure that refreeze doesn't happen by treating the roads, and how much they use is staggering. According to a report released last year by the University of Maine, about 490,000 tons of road salt was spread on Maine's roads in the winter of 2019 and 2020. That averages out to about 11 tons per mile per year. Another way to look at it, nearly 800 pounds of salt was used for every Maine resident that winter. But transportation departments in Maine are working to be smarter about how much they use to reduce the impact on the environment. News Center Maine's Sean Stackhouse tells us how they're doing it.
Friday, then Monday, and again on Wednesday. There's been no shortage of snow and ice for road crews to fight over the last week.
Every storm is different.
John Kennel is the director of maintenance with the Maine Turnpike Authority. With every storm means a different amount of salt and treatment for the roadways.
There's a huge balance. You try to put out the minimum amount of salt to achieve your goals.
There's a real science to how much salt is used, and the MTA is utilizing tech to track every pound that goes onto the Turnpike.
And we scale every bit of salt that goes on our trucks. And then at the end of the storm, we check that versus what the trucks should have put out. The trucks all have computerized spreaders.
It can run off into nearby surface waters, and when that happens, that excessive salt can accumulate in the water, and it can be really harmful to the aquatic critters that live there.
Fred Dillon is the stormwater coordinator for the city of South Portland, working closely with public works crews to monitor salt usage and its impacts. The effect salt has on the environment is why snow fighters like the MTA are working to make sure no excessive salt is used for certain storms, utilizing a salt brine to better cling to the roads.
You don't want it bouncing off the roadway because it's not where you want it, and then you're just wasting it and it's going into the environment.
The Maine Department of Transportation is utilizing new tech too, like measuring pavement temperatures.
To know the surface temperature, not just the air temperature. So it's looking at where the salt is going to be working on the road. And based on that temperature, we could take a look at what our application rates are going to be.
All to make sure enough salt is used to make the roads safe for drivers while working to protect the environment surrounding them. Sean Stackhouse, News Center, Maine.
Both the Turnpike Authority and the Maine DOT say they are still well stocked with salt after this string of storms in the last week.